Good evening, all of you, dear students. Today, I'm going to discuss about SAP ABAP decisions. Okay, last time we discussed on the loops statements. Today, just its advanced part, that is with decisions, we are going to discuss. Okay, so what exactly the decision statements in your ABAP module that we are going to discuss today. Another point, while discussing with these decision statements, let us keep in mind, okay, you have to understand carefully the difference between the loop and decision statements. Okay, that I already explained in the last session. Okay, and based on that, this particular contents I'm going to discuss with you. Let me share my screen. Yeah, just a minute. It is coming on a screen. Yeah. Yes. So the decision statements in ABAP. Okay. See, we know that when we go with these decision statements, we have one or more conditions which we want to evaluate or test by the program. Okay. So it's very important. We are going to evaluate or test our program along with these conditions. Okay. See, sometime it happens with us. Would like to take one decision, then either we'll follow the path for true decision or sometime we follow the path for false decision. Okay, so it's very important that see that the statements or a group of statements that are to be executed, it depends on what, whether the condition is true, then only they are executed. Sometime what happen, we also discuss them based on our false condition. Okay, just take an example. If I want to say that, okay, what is an eligibility criteria for voting in India? So we know that if Indian citizen, okay, is having an age, okay, more than or equal to 18, then he or she is eligible for voting. Okay, so when I'm saying this if condition, so when this if condition is true, then only we can say that that person is going for a voting. Okay, otherwise that person is not eligible. Okay, so then in this form, our ABAP programming language, as like other programming languages, it also provides its own some decision statements. Okay, so we are going to discuss them one by one, right? So the first is very simple, that is if statement, where your if statement is going to consist of a logical expression. Now what exactly the logical expression means? A test condition. Okay, alpha, please remember a logical expression here, it is indicated as your test condition. Okay, so this is one alternative to all of us. The logical expression here we say as a test condition. Okay, then like if, so when I'm putting the if condition, what we do, if the condition is written inside that if loop is true, then we execute that if block of the code. Okay, and suppose that condition is not true, then automatically the program control, if we are writing only if block, then it forwarded to your next part of the code. Okay, then in that case, to make your program more readable and expressive, instead of if, we can use the another decision statement that is known as if else. Okay, so what is in this case? See that an if statement can be followed by an optional else statement that execute when the your expression is false. It means when the condition written in your if loop is false, okay, then automatically the whatever the code you are writing under the else block, that get executed. That is your if else statement. Okay, similarly there is a nested if statement. Sometime what happened, we have to combine the different if else together. Okay, and then in that case what it may happen, that we may have the nesting of if else one inside the another. So it may, you may use if or else if, okay, statement inside another if or else if statement, then it becomes a nested one. Okay, just like we have been seen last time, nesting of your do statement or nesting of your while statement there. Okay, last time when we are discussing about loop statements in your ABAP, we discussed with this your while and your this do statements. Okay, similarly there is one more way is available. See that when we are taking the decision, that is a case control statement. So what exactly the case? See, it is used when we need to compare two or more fields or variable. Imagine, suppose in C language you might be studied about switch statement. What I'm saying, switch statement. So what exactly that switch statement? It is also used to do the okay, or it is known as a multi-selection statement. So what it do, in switch statement in C language, you can write different cases one by one, and when you give the input to that switch statement, according to that match case, okay, that particular code of the block is executed. Similarly here I can write in ABAP also a case control statement or case statement. So what I can do, suppose imagine um, uh, there is a simple thing, okay, you can say that there are the three options to the user: yes, no, cancel. Somebody, will you please mute? Please mute somebody who have been started the mic, please. Okay. So if there are the three options in your any application: yes, no, cancel. Suppose just like, are you sure? Then options are yes, no, cancel. Okay. Then when there is a yes, then I want to execute that application different way. When a user select the case no, I want to execute in other way. And then when it is cancel, I want to, okay, means avoid all the changes whatever made by the user. So it is yes, no, cancel. So in that scenario, please understand, I have to make that control. Okay, either it is with the means the case which is matching with yes, the case which is matching with your no, or the case which is matching with that cancel. So that case control statement is very important. Okay, so this case can be, you see, the switch is what, or case control statement is what, it is just like in our house there is an electricity board, and on that board there are the different switches, and we know that which particular switch is used to start the fan, which is used to start you or to make your tube light on, which is make used to run your mixer. We know that those particular switches. Okay, so accordingly we choose them when we required. So similar here, in this case control also happened. Now let us see in depth about all these statements here. Suppose the first is if statement. Okay, I'll just highlight so everyone will be able to see. Now we are going to discuss in depth about all these statements one by one. Okay, definitely I'll share this file for your reference. Okay, no issue. See that if is a control statement used to specify one or more conditions. Okay, so again understand why are they saying so. He used to specify one or more conditions. It means that in if loop, I may not write every time only one condition. I may write different conditions together. Okay, I may combine them, or I may put them in an or fashion. Okay, so we have to understand this particular point very well, all of you. What we may do, we may put them in a different combinations as per our requirement. Okay, so that's why it is said it is used to specify one or more condition. So you can also nest the if control structures in ABAP program. In means inside the other if, you can write if statement there. Okay, you can nest them together with your decision statements or with your loops control statements. Okay, no issue. But when I'm going to use if in my ABAP program, then how it can be? See, the syntax is given over here. I would like to show you the syntax. Okay, the following syntax is used for if statement. See that if, then your condition one. I can have the different conditions combined there, but right now, just as a syntax, we are highlighting this particular um, general form of if loop. Okay, if condition, okay, then we know that in your this particular ABAP, every statement is ended with that period operator. So that period operator is given, then statements, again period operator, end if, and then lastly that period or dot operator. Okay, so in this way we write the syntax for if loop in your ABAP program. Okay, now just be careful. Here we are just writing one condition. Like that, you can write n number of conditions at that if header itself. Okay, see then if the expression evaluates to true, then if block of the code will be executed. This is very common. Everyone knows that when that particular condition or expression written in, okay, along with that your if statement, if it is true, then only that if block of the code is executed. See, then another point I would like to highlight here. Let us take this small example. Here we have been taken one character array as data, okay, or title one as a one variable which is of type character. Okay, then what exactly the value I'm assigning to that title one? Okay, I'm assigning the value tutorials. Okay, then if title one is again mapped with or it is matching with your tutorials, then we are just going to display this is if statement. Okay, so I'd like to tell you, I have been taken it from tutorialpoints.com. So it is highlighting the same thing. So I'll just copy it for a minute and let us check it on our ABAP online editor. We'll just try to test our code here. Okay. Just wait for a minute. See, later on we'll speed up in our this particular session. Okay. See, I've been written this now here. Let us check the code. Now we are expecting the answer should be what? This is if statement. Okay. But now let us just do a small change. In tutorials, take the string along with I'm comparing in if condition. See, if you observe carefully here, I'm just changing the condition. Okay, instead of tutorials, I'm just taking tutorial and then I'm trying to execute it. See, I'm not able to get any output here because now the title one is containing a string, a character string, we can say tutorials, which is we are trying to match with this tutorial. So one of the character is not matched. So my condition becomes false, and that's why it is not showing any result to us. Okay. So what we'll do for better understanding, let us write here one more write statement, right? Okay. Okay, here we'll write condition. Okay, condition is not true. Okay, then right, when if you run it once again, see execution will be passed to the next statement directly. See that, right? Directly I'm getting here output that condition is not true, means currently that condition is false here. Okay, so this is a small execution of your that if statement. See, then in case of if else, what will happen? Along with your if, we are going to write else block there. Okay, so when I'm talking about this if else, see that its syntax is as like our if else that we studied in other programming languages too. Then I'm just going to put it here, okay, in this different color, and let us take it at the center so everyone will be able to see. Okay, hope you will be able to see my screen. I'll just increase its zoom it. Okay, see that if condition, again statements, else, then statement block 2 and end if. Okay, its execution is very easy. Just what we'll do here, after this end if of my if, let us write else. Okay, dot, then is it correct as per the syntax? Yes, else dot, then your statement block 2 and then end if. Okay, what I have been done, I have been ended my if here. So if you are writing if else, please remember that end if block must be after your else block there, not before the else. Okay, so here I'll write end if and then dot, right? So in this way I'm able to write now my code, and let us check whether it works or not for if else. Yes, it is working. Okay, let us keep now initially, suppose tutorials is matching with tutorials, then see the output. Okay, I've been changed now that matching string. Yes, it is going in that if statement. Okay, and when I change the this matching string, then in another case, I'm just going to show the execution of else here. Okay, so this way we can do the execution of if else there. Okay, see what is important here, we have to understand the syntaxes properly. See, I came to know that when even I'm studying, I came to know that in ABAP a lot of things will find similar as like your C and C++, but only the matter is what, handling the their syntaxes or their particular general forms. Okay, it's only the matter for us, but rest of the things are as like what we discussed so far, they are available. Okay, and one more thing in your ABAP, you please remember, along with your this programming, your database knowledge of database, once again I'm repeating, should be good, should be clear there. Okay, so definitely later on we are going to discuss on this part with the database also, SQL also, which clauses are important, then how your database and programming is combined together to prepare your GUIs, SAP GUIs, as well as to deal with your backends. Okay, see then in if else statement, okay, this is just a combination. Okay, sometime what happened, okay, your nesting of the if statement, okay, sometime it makes us somewhat complicated, as well as we can say it make that code difficult to understand. So to avoid the we can say such kind of inconvenience, okay, and nesting of your if statement, okay, they are using else if. See, because of else if, there would be no problem for even programmer, even for that the one who is trying to understand that code. So how is it so? See that, please understand few points related to this else if and else. See, an if statement can have 0 or 1 else statement. I think everyone knows about this. An if statement can have 0 or 1 else statement, and it must come after any else if statement. Please that when you are going to use else if, then when that else will come after that else if. Okay, now another point, an if statement can have 0 to many else if statement, and then they must come before the else statement. Suppose you want to make else statement use, and you are using if else if, then you cannot say like this, if else and then else if. Okay, the sequence is always like this, if else if and then else. You can write n number of your else if statement, no matter, but they should come before your else statement only. Okay, then if an else if statement succeeds, none of the remaining else if statement or else statements will be tested. It means that if I have been written if and else if, then when your first if condition becomes false, it definitely goes into the else if, and in else if it tests the condition or evaluate that logical expression, and if it is true, then definitely it directly executes the rest of the part. Okay, see, let us see the syntax for it and we'll see the example. See, observe carefully. If condition, okay, if condition statement block 1, else if, see that immediately it came for that condition 2, else if condition 2 statement block 2, else if condition 3 and statement block 3, and later on by writing these two else if after my if here in the syntax itself, okay, what we are going to write? See, we are going to write that else statement, and it may have its own block, and at the end after this else, your entire this if else loop, or I can say decision statement, is ended with this end if. Okay, just take it at your center place and then let us see. Okay, let us see this part. Yeah, this one, right? Now, so in this above execution, you understand once again. See that condition 1 of if statement represents a logical condition that either going to evaluate as a true or false. Then condition 2 is specified in else if, which is executed when your if condition turns out to be false. Okay, and end if denotes the end of entire if statement block that I have been already discussed with you. Now let us take this example. Okay, now I'm going to take this example in front of you. Let us take, okay, very simple example I would like to show you. It is just a one value 65. We want to check that whether this value 65 is less than 0, is it less than 70, or it is greater than 70. Okay, would like to do this. Let us put in our this editor. Okay, my dear student, anyone can give me the answer in a chat. Why I have not copied this report YH underscore SCP underscore 15 dot? Why is it so? Why I've been copied the rest of the code only? What is this report YH underscore SCP underscore 15?
Sir, I don't know exactly reason, but it gives errors. I have tried with it.
But why it gives an error? Do you know what is the meaning of why we are writing the report? Yes. Generally, report is written in ABAP to indicate that program name. Now here, YH underscore SCP underscore 15 is a program name. And when we are using this online editor, once again, I'm repeating to all of you, its default name is there under the report. Okay, this editor is using that. So if now I will also do the same mistake, suppose for a minute. So you may face the same problem while executing these kind of codes. Okay, so don't do this mistake. Okay, when you will start with SAP logon now, actually for in SAP logon, for any program, first of all, you have to write the first statement like report and then your program name, which may start with Y or Z character, and then its complete name you have to give, and then you have to write the rest of the code. Like you have to declare the variable under the data statement. You can print or display something with the help of write, and you can write this kind of code. Now, if I do this one now, and if I try to execute, see, I will get one error. Let me show you. See that each ABAP program contain only one report program or function state. It means that any ABAP program can have only one name. Just like for us as a human being, we are also containing only one name there, actual original name. Okay, so report is used to actually indicate that program name. So currently we are using this ABAP code online now. This particular editor is assuming ki default there is a name for the program, default it is available. But when you are going to write with ABAP, definitely you need to write first statement as a report. It is just like in C program. Okay, without header files, can we execute any program there? Tell me, without any inclusion of header file like stdio.h or others, can you execute any program? Yes.
No, sir.
No. So same thing is here. To whenever I'm going to write any program in ABAP, its name always starts with which statement? Report statement. So when you are executing here, assume that that is available by default. Okay. Now if I'll run this code now all of you see that what is going to be happen. See, it is saying that the result is less than 70. Now it is executed. Now why is it so? See here, I have taken one variable result. Its type is I, means integer. What value is assigned to it? 65. Okay, so its initial value is 65, right? Then I am checking here with if statement. See that if result is less than 0, whether 65 is less than 0? No. So will you enter, sorry, just a minute. I will press something. Okay, I have to just, sorry, everyone, please. Okay, see that. It is too big. Okay, just for your understanding, I'm doing it. Okay, see that when data type, okay, it is result is less than is it less than 0 if condition, then if is not true, then definitely where your point goes, see that it goes 65, it is going in else if. You will check here whether result is less than 70. Obviously 65 value is less than 70, so you are going to display this statement, right? Result is less than 70. So if you observe carefully here, your result value is less than 70. So it indicates that now this else if condition becomes true. So no need to go into the else part. I directly you stop here itself. Now let us do one thing. Let us take the value instead of 65 here 75. Let us do the change wherever we want. Okay, only this. Okay, let us just change the value and let us see the output. Now I know that the value is greater than 70. So which execution should be happened? See, if will not run because result is not less than 0, condition becomes false, then it also result less than 0, else if condition, even that will not be true. Why? Because 75 is greater than 70. So I'm expecting the result which is shown with the right statement in my else part, it is to be displayed. Let us see this. Yeah, so it is showing me now the result is greater than 70 because my value is 75. Okay, not here. So if I want to display that value, I can write here comma and result. All of you please try to do this kind of experiments when you execute your code. Okay, okay, what is there? Okay, comma without preceding colon. Yes. Okay, comma without preceding colon. Let us see. Yes, see that I got my result. See, there was I cannot give when there is a slash directly comma result, so I have to be there with colon sign. See that it is showing me result is greater than 70 and its value is also 75, which is stored in this variable result. Okay, so this way please remember it is an execution of your if else if else if else. Okay, not if else if. Okay, see then there is one more point related to it, that is a nested if. See, it is always legal to nest the if else statements. Okay, it means you can use one if or else if statement inside another if or else if statement. Okay, so it is just a nesting. See, it's not so tough. Let us understand it thoroughly. See that first block is what? If condition 1, then statement block, right? Then what is the second part? If, again I have written the if condition block, then else statement block, and if. Now please understand this end if is actually for your this inside if. This is if else end if, and then for your this outer if it starts from here, okay, it executes your entire inner if else, okay, and then it goes for its outer else part, then it goes for this and if. Okay, so in this way, please remember, when you are writing if else if loop or their nesting, you have to keep a track properly of their end if statements as well, where exactly your inner loop is closing, where exactly your outer loop is closing. Those details you need to put properly as a part of this particular if else if it's nesting. Okay, so I hope now you understand, you are understanding this. Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now for the same, let us take this one as a part of this example again from our tutorialpoints.com. Okay, they have been given this tutorial. Okay, let us see this. I just want to show you. Okay, see that one thing while learning the programming is what? Understanding the given code or understanding whatever the code is written. Now here we have to understand there is one data statement. Inside that data statement, how many variables are taken? Three different variables: title 1, title 2, title 3. And what is the size of each variable? Title 1 is of again type characters, your character type, data type. Okay, then its size is 10. Title 2 is of 15 and title 3 is of 10. Then inside this, title 1 is talking about your, it has been taken one string. And please remember, in ABAP, every string is enclosed in a single quote only. In C programming, we were enclosing it with double quote. In ABAP, it is enclosed with only single quote. So title 1 is taken as an ABAP, title 2 is taken as a programming, title 3 is taken as a tutorial. Now here what we check, if title 1 is ABAP, then what to do? If again check title 2 is programming, inside this ABAP's loop now, if first if loop, I'm again checking whether title 2 is a programming, then inside that I'm again writing one more if title 3 is tutorial, then write yes, it's correct. And now for this one else, sorry, right, sorry, it's wrong. Okay, this now first, this when you check your if title 3 now, this is your first end if. When you check your second title 2 as a programming, this is your second end if, its end if is here. And when you check the last one, means first one, then it comes to the this end if. Now let us see the code or above. Yes, it's correct. It shows that yes, everything is correct as per our matching. Now I'll just change few things here. In the second part, instead of programming, let us take the program. And now see that, will you get that first result or second result? Okay, I'm not getting any result. Do you know why is it so? I'm not getting any result here now, because see that your first if title 1 is matched, but title 2 variable contains what string? Programming. But here what I'm trying to compare, programming with program, both are not equal string, so it is not entering into this second if. Please understand, it is not entering into this second if. And at the same time, okay, if it is not able to enter into the second one, it is also not entering into the third one. And we know that this if else if is applicable your third one only, not your any above one. Now what I'll do, if it is not matching with your second title now, let us give here one message, right? Okay, right, second if is not matching. Let us see what will happen if we put this message here with this way, and then let us check it. See, I'm getting this output because my second if is not matching there. Okay, so it means only first if with that above title string was matched. When it comes for your second title 2, it is not matching with it, and it is coming out of that. Okay, so it's very simple thing that you have to understand. Okay, with your if else if statements or their nesting here. Okay, so like this if else if as well as for their nested if. Okay, there is a case statement, as what I have been said earlier and explained earlier. This case statement, okay, used when you need to compare two or more fields. Means I am having so many options with me, like yes, no, cancel. Then if I click on yes, then its respective code should be executed. If I select no during that time, then it should go for no's code. and if I'm clicking on a cancel, it should go for that. Okay, see, it is like that. We are confirming a lot of information online as well. Okay, so during that time it should happen there. See that the case control statement is used when you have to do that. Okay, you are having choices in your hand. Okay, you are having choices. So if you remember in C programming, how this code were done, we were writing the switch inside the bracket like a test expression like ch. Okay, and we were asking the user first enter your choice, then scanf in a bracket %d comma and ch. So usually we are using ch as an integer. Then suppose case number 1, case 1. So when if I'm entering the value for ch variable as a 1, if it is matched with my case 1, then it may execute the code for case 1. If you are just, you might be done the program for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division from your end. Okay, so that way we can do it in your this case statement. So same thing is here, only here what is important, see that the syntax of this case control, understand now what it says, that see case field. Now it means that in the field whatever the value will come, it will check when that field value is abc, then execute the statement block for that first case. When that field value is def, go for the statement block of your this second one. Okay, that is def. Okay, and when your block is pqr or the case is number 3, then execute the block for case 3. Like this you can have all the different cases together. And just like in our switch statement of the C programming, we were writing that default case. Here it is saying that key when others, if it is not matching with your any case, then execute this when others case like a default case in that C programming. Okay, and then we have to end it with the help of this end case. So it starts with case, then field, and end it, end entire your block get ended with your this end case. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so you have to understand it carefully. Now there are certain rules you need to apply. See that no logical expression can be used for the field, means in that field you cannot use any logical expression. Don't use the condition, use directly certain variable. See that the field string used in the case are treated as type C variable. So this is one change which is not available in our switch statement of C programming. In switch statement of C program, you can use even expression like a plus b also. You can take the value of a from the user, b from the user, and then their addition like 1 plus 2 can be executed as a value 3 there. But here it is not possible. Another point, in your switch statement of C program, we can use even integer as our various fields. We can use even character values and all. But here there is, here they have been clearly stated. See that in your case statement, okay, whatever the field string you will enter, they will be treated as your type C variable, means character variables only. See that the statement block following a when clause and in our switch statement it was a case clause. Here we are using when clause. So when clause is executed if the contents of the field shown in the field is similar to one of the field like abc, def, maybe ghi up to xyz, whatever they have been given here. Okay, see then after executing all the conditions specified in that when, then program continues to process the remaining statements after that end case statement. Okay, what it do, it directly goes for end case statement. And see that the when other is executed. See when other clause is executed in the program when the value of the field does not match with any specific case or field, okay, specified from your abc to xyz. See that then if the when other clause is omitted and the value of that field does not match with any value specified or case specified, then the program continues to process the remaining statement, okay, after your end case. Okay, so let us take one simple example. Let us focus on this example properly. Okay, I would like to show you this example here. Let us copy it once properly. See, I'm facing the problem here with this compiler size also. So, but I'll copy it. Okay, let us do it for our this editor. Okay. Yeah. So all of you please look carefully. This is a big program. And okay, yeah. Now it is visible to everyone. Yes. See here, we'll start with this our first data. We have taken two strings. See that title 1 type C, title 2, it's size 15, type C. Okay, then in title 1, I have been taken one string ABAP. In title 2, the string is programming. So what the case is written? Case field. See that here, observe carefully. Case field. Instead of field, now which field or which string I'm considering? Title 2. So it says that when your title 2 is what now? What value is given to it? Programming. But it is going to check. See that when ABAP, then you have to write this is not the title. When tutorial, then this is not the title. When limited, this is not the title. But when programming, now we know that in your title 2, as a case taken here, there is a word or string is programming. So definitely it must match with this programming, and we should get the answer right. Yes, this is the title. Otherwise, our program should say that yes, it is a mismatch. Okay, so it may be the mismatch. Okay, I'll just take it here. Yes, it is a mismatch, and we'll end the case. Now when we'll execute it, so our only case, which case to be executed now? Which is matching with your title 2 value. Okay, the operation is, I have been taken it here. Okay, see that, yes, this is the title. It means when it is matching with your programming field, in that when and case field, then it is showing me yes, it is matching. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll simply try to do it like a program, nothing else. Okay, I'm just, and we know that in title 2, though I have been written program here, but there is not a single when case is available which is containing program. So then what we expect? We expect that it should go for this others case, that is when others case. Okay, so when I'll execute it, now check the output. What happened? Yeah, sorry, my net connection is unstable. Wait, please wait. Yeah, see that I'm getting directly here, sorry, mismatch. It means it not in a single vein there is a string written as a program, so that's why it is saying sorry, mismatch. Okay, now what we'll do, instead of case title 2, let us take case as a title 1, and let us see that. Okay, what it do, it should execute the case number 1, that is when ABAP. See, in when ABAP, now we have written that this is not title. Okay, you find here. So for your understanding, I'll write here ABAP. This is not title in a my right statement. Yes, so it is matching with only first case, and it is giving us this outcome. Okay, so please understand, this is the execution of your that case control or case decision statement. Okay, see, there is nothing hard. Okay, there are the things. See, these codes will give definitely the confidence of execution of such different small parts of your ABAP, because later on when we'll start with an actual part with the database and everything, then you are supposed to take the various things, various data related to such kind of statements, and you should be able to understand. See that even when you are writing with this particular case statement itself, your code is almost now of 24 lines. So day by day it is get increased. See, later on also when we'll start with other parts of that, you should be able to understand, okay, this is a given a code and how I am supposed to write. Okay, because in SAP logon, lot of fields will come automatically, no need to even put from your end, because they are synchronizing the entire your code. Okay, if you declare one variable at one place, now automatically it get available or it is get appeared in other fields or wherever you required. So no need to type even everything every each and every time. Just like here, you might be observed on the screen, suppose I want to use one variable again, title. Okay, so immediately that pop-up is appeared, and you can select that whatever you want, so no need to type it again and again. So it actually saves your timing while writing the program or implementing any code. So this kind of facilities also you should understand as a part of the discussion. Okay, so here today we discussed on these particular your decision controls. Okay, the first we discussed, once again I'll just show you the first state screen. We discussed on if statement, we discussed on if else statement, then we have been discussed on nested if, then case control statements. Okay, so these are the four different decision control statements we discussed. Okay, now even lot of things are available with respect to this. Later on I'm also going to share some study material with all of you, but now see, we have been discussed on this particular case statements. Now let us go here with ABAP tutorial. Okay. Yes, and I would like to show you the topics which we have been covered so far. See, if you see that we started with so many things. See, we discussed on overview, environment, screen navigation, basic syntax, data types, variables, constants and literals, operators, loop control, decisions. Okay. Apart from that now, okay, apart from these many topics in our sessions, so I'm just reminding all of you, yes, I have been referred the same one to discuss with all of you. We discussed on dictionary, domains, data elements, even tables, structures. Okay, see, these are the different things available. Now you are supposed to practice it again and again. See the strings. Now this ABAP strings, okay, they are most important for you. They are coming with your type C. Okay, and how many such characters are there? Okay, it is holding the alphanumeric alphabet with minimum one character and maximum of these many characters, 65,535. Okay, and by default all the characters in your ABAP language are aligned to the left side. Okay, see, then they have been given how to create the string, how to declare them, okay, how to use them, right? Then how to do with the calculate the string length, just like string strlen function we have been discussed in our C programming. Same way this predefined function is available for ABAP also. So it's very easy. When I'm calculating the string length, you have to understand string length is always an integer value. So that's why if you see in this code also, they have been taken title 110 value as tutorial. So what is this string? Title 1 has been assigned which value? Tutorials. Okay. Then length 1 type I. Obviously that length, whatever the length, how many length means what? The number of characters in a string. So in this string, whatever the number of characters, right now they are 9. So I have to display this value. So here I'm mentioning its type as an integer I. Okay, then length 1, it is just simply saying that strlen, and just we are printing that value of length 1. Okay, so this is the point, right? See, this you have to understand. Then concatenation, you know that we combine the two strings together. Then condense. Okay, see, it is a separate or different than your normal C programming predefined string function. Condense is used in your ABAP for deleting the space characters. Okay, then strlen, as we've seen, replacement in the characters. Search is also available. Shift is also available to shift them either to the left or right. Then split is also available. Okay, the examples of the same are given here. So it's a request, you please go through them. Okay, here concatenation is shown to you. Okay, with the help of concatenate. Then next is they have been condensed, means space titles. Okay, so here if you see tutorials point limited, here there are spaces are given, but when you execute it, it will remove that spaces. Okay, so that part is given here. And then last is no gaps, so that is also given with the help of condense. So like this you can do. See, you can get these outcomes like concatenation, two strings are combined with space also they are shown this way. And please read the content. Okay, today I haven't shown this one is purposefully because you should understand the use of these particular strings there. Okay, so later on, say I'm putting these particular topics with you because just they are a matter of practice for you. You just practice them, you can get the details. Okay, because I would like to complete the other parts which are really important, like tables, structures, views, and further onwards. Okay, because they are the main part in your ABAP modules. So you should know what do you mean by the tables, how are they connected, how are they implemented, their different fields and all. Okay, see, they have been given, and this is the actual screen you will find in your SAP logon. Okay, when you are creating any table now, so how the name should be given, then what is the description, what do you mean by attributes there, what do you mean by delivery and maintenance over there. Okay, so these things to be understand, and at the same time the various codes, transaction codes which you want to use during this timing, that you are supposed to uh, okay, get well acquainted here. Okay, so we'll start from this topic tomorrow onwards, but it's a request to all of you, you please prepare from these tutorial points for your strings, date and time. And if you have any doubt over there, please put it or you can WhatsApp me, that I will definitely help you. Okay, so this is all about for our today's session, right? So I'm keeping this one open for you, you can do the practice. Okay, no issue at all. I hope you understood for today.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes, please.
Sir, one simple question. Sir, in each object in the web, we start from Z or Y.
Hmm.
So why we start? Why it is so?
This is the good question. I think I should keep it for exercise for all of you. This is I want the answer from your end, not from mine. I will give it, but not today. You also try to get a value for that. It is really interesting question. Why in your most of the time, even in other models also, okay, when we create a table, when we create even anything, even program name also, that is written either with that Y character or Z character or Z character. Okay, just like here. See, all of you see that.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Here also the custom table name is given with this Z customers one. Okay, right? It is not given customers one directly. It is given Z customers one. So it's really the good question that you have been given. Okay, I'll just give the hint. It is related to the customization. Okay, it is related to the customization. So you have to understand now what is the meaning of customization. Okay, see, have you observed here? There are certain things are given like application table and some values. Okay, but it is related to the customization. You just remember this word customization. So how it do the custom, and I think this is the point is explained. Okay, I'll just take you here with the screen navigation. Just it is done. Okay, just remaining part just here. Yes. Okay, here they have been given all the things. Yes, I'll just take you on one more page here. This is where in navigation, just like in basic syntax. See that here itself they have been said something. Okay, the report will be always the first line of any executable program. Okay, for any program name, and then when this allows the statements to take up the for example the report. Okay, here also it is written with this way, right? Z underscore test123 underscore 01, right? So now here again the point came here, which the question is asked by your one of the friend. Okay, why it is started with that Y or Z? Let us find out the answer, everyone.
Hello. Hello, sir.
We are not getting your voice. Please type
Hello.
in chat. Yes, please.
Yes, sir. Why it is starting from Y or Z because it is a custom table. So and SAN table is made by SAP Labs.
Okay.
He was asking now why that it is starting from Y or Z. So answer is that what because it is a custom table. Custom table is created by us.
Means usually whatever the users are doing the task, various tasks, okay, those are actually understand or defined by SAP under that Y or Z. And rest of the one, we know that a lot of objects are there in SAP. They have been created with their own weights. Okay, and they have been given these two characters for the users data handling. So as a programmer, what we do, we create our program, we modify it n number of time, and we want to again change it number of time. That's why the meaning is customization. So it is customized, it is not standard. Okay, means anyone according to his or her view can modify or change the details. So just take an example. Okay, okay, I'll just give an example and then we'll definitely stop. The example is of any I'll say, okay, a car. Take an example of a car. Okay, then we know that when I said a car, in immediately I think maybe the car which is at your home may come in front of eyes as an image. Maybe the car that you have been seen which is running on the road. Okay, maybe the car which you have been driven sometime. Okay, so automatically an image comes in front of our mind or in front of our eyes that okay, a car with four wheels, then gears, then automatic features, okay, and everything, right? So that is a standard, they have been set somewhere. But now you sometime what you do, you found such cars are customized by people. What they do, they change the colors, styles, interiors. Sometimes they put the different wheels which are not specified, but different their standards they are applying, and they are completely changing the look of that car, so it becomes a customized car. Okay, so it means it is defined by the user as per his or her own wish, right? So that is a point related to these two characters. See, it means just you have given a single question, there is a lot of discussion is associated with it. So it's good that, see, I'm requesting all you be on that. Okay, be like this, always raise the question, and those who know the answer try to use the answer. Okay, it's a really good practice that all of you following. Okay, and please discussing. Okay, keep discussing among yourself, even with me also. It's good that at least on this platform we are putting the question. Okay, so any other question anyone want to ask? Still we can take it for 5 minutes if you want, but it's good you people are putting the questions. Oh man, it is unstable. See, today, okay, I'm declaring right now, I'm going to share one study material. Okay, but that study material is only for your reference, so you have to refer only for yourself. Okay, I'm going to share that PDF maybe today or tomorrow in the morning. 100% I'll share it on your group. You take those particular PDF. Okay, they may be more than 300 or 400 pages, but use them for your own reference. Download it and keep it somewhere safe. So whenever you will start studying again and again more deep, that study material will help you a lot. Okay, so if there are no questions, shall I stop here now? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Yes.
sir.
Thank you, all of you. Okay. Tomorrow we'll meet at the same timing. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
sir.
Yes. Yes.